Happy Friday, everybody. Max here with your fix of gaming news. Coming up, Sony is forcing Helldivers 2 PC players to sign up for a PSN account, and they are PO'd. It's been a year since Redfall released, and there's still no word on DLC, and the most expensive NES game may be coming to Switch. Let's get into it. The Sony-published Helldivers 2 is the best-selling game of the year so far, largely thanks to it launching day and date on PC alongside PS5. But now, PC players are not exactly happy about the news that a PlayStation Network account will be mandatory to continue playing the game on Steam. A statement from Sony Interactive Entertainment posted on the Helldivers 2 Steam page reads, quote, "Attention Helldivers, due to technical issues at the launch of Helldivers 2, we allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account to be temporarily optional. That grace period will now expire." It goes on to explain that the primary purpose of linking accounts is to uphold the values of safety and security, and that it'll allow the banning of players that engage in toxic behavior, while also allowing those players that have been banned the right to an appeal. Starting May 6th, new Helldivers 2 players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PSN account. Current Steam players will start to see the mandatory login on May 30th, and will be required to have linked accounts by June 4th to continue playing. PSN accounts are totally free to sign up for, but it's still annoying to have one more thing to log into. The lack of PSN connectivity didn't stop millions of PC players from enjoying themselves since the game launched 3 months ago, which kind of deflates the argument that this is totally necessary. Meanwhile, many PC players have been quick to question the safety and security angle on account of Sony's track record for hacks and data breaches. As you might expect, plenty of folks have flocked to social media to air their grievances. On Twitter, Helldivers 2 creative director and Arrowhead Studios CEO Johan Pilestedt linked to PlayStation's customer support site, underlining the fact that this is a Sony decision, not the studio's. Lots of games prompt players to create separate proprietary accounts on their own services in addition to the one that they're using to log into on whatever platform they're playing on, but it's not hard to see why introducing this mandatory policy so far post-launch is making players a little bit upset. We'll keep you posted on future developments. Over on the Xbox side of things, May 2nd marked the 1-year anniversary of the release of Redfall, and unfortunately, it kind of looks like Microsoft, Bethesda, and Arcane all forgot the first-person Vampire Slayer's birthday. Special occasions aside, the bigger concern here is that players who shelled out for the $100 bite-back edition of the game were promised DLC at some point, which so far hasn't materialized. The last update came via patch notes in late November, stating, quote, "We're continuing development of the Hero Pass, and we're excited to share more about Redfall's new heroes and other updates later next year." The anniversary would have probably been a good opportunity to, at the very least, just tease some new content, but currently, it's just radio silence. Sadly, players don't seem so much outraged about this as they are apathetic. Redfall was available at no extra cost to Game Pass subscribers when it launched, and from the looks of things, players got their fill and just kind of moved on. On Steam, Redfall's peak player count for the last 24 hours was 65, as in 65, period. Less than 70. At no point in the last month have more than 100 people been playing the game at once on Steam. It's safe to assume that some people are playing on Xbox as well, but if the Steam charts are any indication, probably not that many. IGN's reviewer gave Redfall a 4 out of 10 when it launched, and we've seen plenty of live service games turn themselves around post-release, but a year later, it doesn't really seem like much is going on with Redfall. Again, that could change, but we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, it's not like Game Pass subscribers are lacking in other stuff to play. Plenty of good stuff on there. Meanwhile, over in the realm of Nintendo, an ESRB rating suggests a new version of the Nintendo World Championships may be coming to Switch. The original is infamously the most valuable and sought after of NES cartridges, as it was developed specifically for use in a 1990 US tournament and was never actually sold to the public. Spotted by Stealth40k on Twitter, the listing for Nintendo World Championships NES Edition includes the following description, quote, "This is a collection of 2D challenges and platformer games in which players traverse through various modes, e.g. speedrun, survival. Several challenges involve reaching specific points, while others prompt players to defeat small enemies or survive brief battles. Some games depict pixelated characters using small swords or arrows to strike at enemies. Enemies typically get stunned or disappear in a flash." Now, it's the last part that hints at this being something new, as the original minigames were modified versions of Super Mario Bros., Rad Racer, and Tetris. The pixelated swords and arrows would suggest a new minigame based on The Legend of Zelda. This could very easily be an addition to the Nintendo Switch online library, or maybe this is a part of something bigger. Nintendo held World Championships in 2015 and 2017, so maybe we're due for another one and this is part of it? If you'd like to learn more about the early days of Nintendo speedrunning and esports, check out the critically acclaimed 1989 drama The Wizard, starring Fred Savage and Rilo Kiley lead singer Jenny Lewis. Yeah, that's right, that's her. That is your fix for Friday, May 3rd, 2024. If you want to look ahead at what's coming out this month, check out May's biggest game releases, hosted by yours truly. And for all of your gaming news, you already know where to find it because you are right here watching me tell you where to find it. IGN. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you later.